The worst person I have ever met were words spoken by Tommyinnit about fellow streamer Mizkif a little while ago, and this set off a chain of events that would ultimately lead to a public falling out between YouTube's Minecraft boy, Tommyinnit, and YouTube's other Minecraft boy, Dream. You know, the other guy.
The worst person I met award.
Oh, for me, it's so easy.
Go on.
Mizkif. Piss me off, the twat. Just the way he looked.
You like barely even met him. You just like
He just
stood
wouldn't
near him for a bit.
Oh, I hate it. Have you ever just hated someone based off nothing?
So what exactly would prompt Tommyinnit's assessment here, and how could it escalate into a full-blown YouTube controversy that I'm covering on my channel? Well, guys, I don't have any idea whatsoever.
If you've been off the internet the past couple days and haven't kept up, basically, if you're one of my subscribers, Dream has called you a slur. So deal with that how you want.
So that's what we're gonna find out today, all right? I'm gonna put these glasses on, all right? Now come, drink your Kool-Aid and follow me. There's a madman living in Waco. By the way, all former friends, companions, compadres, comrades, whatever you want to call it, these people are shoulder to shoulder, they're fraternizing with one another. They're bros, straight up bro, or at least it seemed like they were. At least I was hoping they were as good of friends as I am with my friends, and that I can parasocially attach to them. Everything's real on the internet, guys. Tommyinnit was the source of the controversy in this specific instance, okay? It seemed to start during an episode of a podcast he started with Jack Manifold, another YouTuber, called Shut Up, I'm Talking. The name of the podcast is already indicative of the way that this drama will progress, because as you'll soon see, my friends, everyone in this situation believes themselves to be the hero and the other to be the villain.
I genuinely think the friend group needs to stop calling Dream a fucking pedophile for cheap laughs. It's stupid to repeatedly call Dream a pedophile.
No one is listening and everybody's just This is one of the biggest yap fests I've ever seen in my whole life. I'm really excited. By the way, Shut Up, I'm Talking. I've listened to a few episodes. I like it. I have no problems, by the way, with any of these people. I'm trying to be unbiased here, all right? I'm trying to Mr. Beastify this shit.
I cannot believe how the George stuff from a year ago went down. I cannot believe the response to it online. It's disgusting. It's sexist, man. And you and your friends' references and the way you talk about women behind the scenes has been so sexist too. Shame on you guys.
In an episode from 2 weeks ago called It's Finally Over, Jack and Tommy are both wearing bathrobes, looking swag. They're lounging, being silly, chill guys. But they are not chill, all right? They're about to start some drama.
Oh, a special episode we have today. Hear that, Jack? Do you know what that was?
No.
That was me breaking the mold, the formula.
In the episode, they talk about the worst person they've ever met, and Tommy's answer is instant, without any thought, Mizkif. Content creator. You guys have seen him, Mizkif. I mean, he's been around. I've seen him. I've never met him in real life. I don't think he's ever talked about me or followed. I've never had an interaction with him, but I know who he is. Mizkif. He's got very defined eyebrows, I think. Austin streamer, I'm pretty sure as well. I think he's down, you know, in hell or whatever. I don't know. Austin? I'm not sure. I love Austin. It's a beautiful place.
Austin is like a city. If a city was run by children, if a city was run by barefoot, pot smoking, acoustic guitar playing, liberal arts getting children, that would be Austin.
Tommy calls him a twat, which is what British people call people.
Go find a job, you sausage roll looking twat.
And then he says that he hates him.
Piss me off, the twat. Just the way he looked.
You like barely even met him.
And then Jack quickly mentions that Tommy didn't even meet him so much as to stand beside him briefly. Tommy then seems to acknowledge that he has no good reason to hate him and asks Jack, have you ever hated someone for no reason?
He just stood near him for a bit.
Oh, I hate it. Have you ever just hated someone based off nothing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which that's like, I like that, dude. There needs to be more of that. Just, I don't know, belligerent, just, you know what? I love Minecraft. I love Minecraft. You know what I don't like? Twitch streamers. Twitch streamers. Honestly, pretty based. So it seems like Tommy doesn't really hate Mizkif for that valid of a reason. He's doing a bit. It's like a British twat humor or whatever the it's called, you know, humor or whatever. I forget what they call it. Twat. I don't know what the When Tommy says that he hates Mizkif, though, he seems to mean it. I mean, I am an expert in this type of thing. Expert in communication, expert in No, I'm not an expert in anything, but he does seem to mean that he actually dislikes Mizkif greatly and said it on a public platform, and says that he hates every word and movement that Mizkif makes. I mean, this is like very...
And I've never just genuinely hate
never.
every word and movement someone did. I also was very tired and wanted to see my friends. And I didn't get to see my friends. I got to see Mizkif, socially inept Mizkif. He wouldn't leave me alone when I clearly was giving off all the signals for him to piss off. And I kept sort of going, and stealing this way. And then he'd stand there and go, and he asked me another question.
How old is Tommyinnit? He's young, isn't he? He looks like a 40-year-old man, kind of. I'm just now realizing this. Oh, he's 20. He's a little boy. What the fuck, dude? Jack looks like Tom Holland, bro. I like Jack Manifold.
I genuinely, when I become an actor,
He really hates him, though. He really hates Mizkif, which, you know, I don't know. Seems like he has good reasons to. I'm not sure. Maybe they're not good reasons. I really don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you hate Mizkif? Let's do a temperature test of Mizkif in the comments down below. I'm pretty indifferent. I don't like Twitch streamers in general. I just don't really like them unless I interact with them and I realize that they're good people. I don't have a reason to dislike them. I don't know, kind of unreasonable. Seemed like Mizkif approached Tommy for conversation or something like that. He also called him socially inept, and he didn't get the signals that he didn't want to talk to him. Which I've done that before, probably, to people. Just kidding. I don't meet anyone or leave my house or talk to anybody ever, so that's never happened.
Like, you don't seem, and he asked me some weird shit, like, you don't seem like a happy man.
There's also this.
What are you going to say back to that, Mizkif? I don't know you. I genuinely, when I become an actor and I want to, like, get angry for a role, I'll think about that.
You'll picture Mizkif.
I'll genuinely just picture that interaction and I'll get so angry. Made me so pissed off. Who was the worst person you met?
So I went and drove some cars a while ago, and I went to drive like these cars, like I drove a Lamborghini and all this shit. But there was an instructor in the car with you who taught you how to like racing drive.
Yeah.
The guy in the Lambo was just a knobhead.
Why?
He was just a knobhead. He just kept being a knobhead to me.
He sounds like Harry Styles a little bit. Sounds like Harry Styles a little bit. Don't ask me why I know that. I don't know. I never listened to Harry Styles ever. To be clear as well, they did discuss the Mizkif interaction before this as well. Tommy and Jack had discussed it on a podcast episode much earlier, so it's not the first time that they've talked about it.
They're having the MCC party.
The MCC part. Are these humans? What language are they speaking? I'm just kidding.
We get there, they're having the MCC party, and I roll up, I dump all my bags in my room, and I'm miserable, and I'm so hungry.
You forced me and Harry to leave the party to come pick you up from the hotel.
Yeah, because I'm stood outside the hotel, and little weaselly Mizkif rolls over to me.
Weaselly?
Yeah. He's like, and I'm like, shut up, Mizkif.
I believe, though, that this Mizkif being awarded the most hated person, worst person ever, this is what sprung all this amazing drama, dude. What the f***? Mizkif, terminally online like everybody else, saw this and responded to it.
I've never genuinely hated every word and movement someone did. You know what's crazy about this? I don't even really remember meeting Tommyinnit. It's like, I think I met him for half a second. I think he was probably on a call with one of the Minecraft kids that he got canceled with in like 5 seconds. And then I walked away.
To Mizkif, it seemed like the interaction was barely memorable and said that Tommy was on the phone, so there wasn't even time for an interaction. And what little interaction they did have, Mizkif described Tommyinnit as insufferable.
He was probably one of the most insufferable people that I've ever talked to in my life.
You know what would be way funnier is if he just like didn't take the bait and was just like, man, I liked him though. Like he seemed like a nice guy. I'm just waiting for someone to say something like that about me and then just me being like, I really thought he was earnest and genuine and I really like him. I really like him, and he's just talking massive shit about me, and I'm just not defending myself. I kind of wish that's how people would interact with one another, just be really earnest, because he probably didn't actually think, he probably just saw that and was like, what the f***, why would he say that? What a f***ing asshole, you know? And then, I don't know. I'm just speculating. I just hope that that's how it actually is in people's heads. They're just like, oh, because that's what I would do. Mizkif then says that Tommy is a prick and a jackass when all he was trying to do was be cordial while they're both waiting for their respective friends.
When I was sitting there waiting for Masayoshi to pop up, Tommyinnit is just standing there like a complete prick and looking like such a jackass. I'm trying to just sit there and wait for Masayoshi. I say hello to him, and he gives me the rudest stare you could ever imagine. I'm like, what is your problem? What the hell did I do to you, you stupid British
Mizkif then admitted that he did not like Tommy, but now he hates him, which is fair. 2 porcupines talking online.
So I'm looking at this kid. I'm like, I don't even want to talk to you right now, but I might as well make small talk because we're both just clearly standing here and I don't like you. What's up? And I said some shit. I'm like, how you doing or something. And he gives me the rudest stare back. And I'm like, I hate this kid, but no one's around this poor little fellow at TwitchCon, and he probably lost his mom. So I'm just going to sit here and talk to the kid until Dr. Disrespect shows up and probably gives him a kiss on the cheek.
I like to imagine that they just didn't like each other because they probably have never actually watched each other's content, or they probably don't know anything about each other. And the only thing that they do know is controversies, because that's usually what people know about someone when they don't actively watch them, is the bad stuff that's happened. Because you've seen them and you're like, I don't give a f. And then you see something bad about them and you're like, oh? You know? So I like to think that they just walked into it just with all the controversies just right there in front of them. And the palpable tension just palpable, just palpate. They could have bonded over past controversies. I'm not sure. Mizkif touched on that too.
You know, are you doing well? Like, is things going well? Oh, your friend got canceled? Coincidence. So did mine. We both have friends that got canceled. Very interesting stuff. And he's giving me such rude attitude the entire time. Shut the up, Tommyinnit. Why are you talking?
My response to Tommyinnit. Miz is actually annoying. That's why I've been watching for 5 years. Seems like obvious shit starting, right? Like there's no way they're both trying to be genuine people. This is just YouTube content for both of them, it seems. I don't know. Is that how it works? I really don't know. I haven't learned yet. Because of this interaction though, between two people, two content creators, they now both claim that the other is the worst person they've ever met.
All I'll say is this. Tommyinnit was the worst person I've ever met. Period. No, hands down. He was the worst person I ever met. So it's funny that he's saying this when he's the worst person I've ever met.
Tommy hates Mizkif for saying that Tommy doesn't seem happy, but Tommy even admitted that he wasn't happy. So now Mizkif is even just worse because he's saying something true. Also, it seems like I was kind of right about the whole, I don't really care about that thing. Mizkif later admitted that he was just trolling by acting enraged by Tommy's statements that he made about him and how seriously the jokes were taken. So, you know, it's just internet stuff. We just put that one clip in there. You probably thought very differently.
Takes the context of Mizkif fires back at Tommyinnit for calling him the worst person he ever met. The 1 minute trolling of me getting pretend angry at Tommyinnit at the stop sign. This dude took this and it got 7 million impressions.
He seems a lot more chill. He was just trolling. He doesn't care about Tommy's statements. At least that's what he's saying, which I would assume to probably be true, more so than the rage, because it just doesn't really make any sense. Like, who the cares? An interaction over a bus stop? I mean, come on. It's important to note how avoidable this entire situation is, but also the point that it escalates massively from here in. Now, when you've got two big-ass creators like Tommyinnit and Mizkif feuding, other creators chime in and they weigh in with their perspectives on creator relationships and interactions, because they all also have parasocial relationships with each other, and not just the fans with the creator, but the creators with creators have strange relationships. XQC laid down his amazing thoughts. He called everyone involved cringe, which is strangely based. Surely based in Red Pill.
Okay. Well, these guys are all cringe. Sorry. Bro. I don't mind like not getting like a Miz's like person in real life, whatever, right? And he can brush people the wrong way or whatever, right? But like, what an overreaction.
Pissed me off the twat. Seems like a joke. Seems like all of it's a joke to me. But I'm a dumbass. XQC says that Tommy's reaction to the incredibly brief interaction is an overreaction due to its extremity. Did I just say words? I think I just said words. I think they make sense too.
What an overreaction to like people who like British people who are used to bantering. Like these people are so used to just crying on camera and fucking being the victim of some ghost taunting them that like some guy like fires out a joke at them and they run to the internet like somebody killed their family. Like, holy shit, relax, brother.
XQC also reacted to Mizkif's response and said that it's cringy when creators small talk each other and then go to social media to talk about the person they just interacted with. It's very strange. You know, one interaction doesn't always indicate who someone is. Your first impression is not always accurate. I mean, generally speaking, right? I feel like that makes sense.
People that do small talk and then go to social media and say, this happened. I think it's cringe. Listen, I don't want to be rude to Ludwig, okay? But the way that Ludwig presented how he met Destiny, whatever, they did small talk, they were together, and after the fact, guys, when I met this guy was just weird and just cringe. Bro, Bro, I think that's odd.
Tommy then responded to XQC. It was a picture of XQC wearing a Donald Trump shirt, shaking Donald Trump's hand. I mean, look at this. Look at the contrast in skin color. Are these even the same species? What's going on here? Tommy said, to be more cringe than Tommyinnit is pretty hard, but you pulled it off, pal. To be fair, though, XQC didn't really seem to pick a side. He called both sides cringe and said that Tommy definitely overreacted. And now XQC is anti-Tommyinnit in position. So not exactly pro Mizkif, but also anti-Tommy. It's getting really complicated. XQC posted a video of Tommyinnit's stand-up, and it's showing the contrast, the evolution of the two's careers. From doing streams in my basement to doing a stream with the president, how is that a diss? You went from a dick-riding dream for a living to making jokes to teenage girls. Lock in. Yo, it's pretty hard.
The best ending ever.
And now, as I near towards the end of my set, rather than exiting the stage, I'm going to ascend to heaven. It didn't work. Anyway, thank you. Oh no! Oh no, it's the man that's been paid to hunt me down.
Jack Manifold said, post a money spread. That's funny. I like that. That's funny. Everyone's getting made fun of and shit on a little bit, and everybody deserves it. Then Dream came, posted Twitter meme. He posted a Twitter meme which took a side. What side do you think? What side do you think he took? What side do you think he took? He responded to XQC and said, Dream SMP stance, growing up or becoming a Tommyinnit fan. Youch! I feel like Dream and Tommyinnit were friends, were they? I don't really know. They created content together for absolute years, and they don't like it. They don't. Seems like they don't like each other. It's really weird. The tweet was deleted, okay, but it got a lot of attention, and XQC reacted to it on stream, was laughing really, really hard. Tommy was obviously not thrilled because it's like a derogatory slur that he got him to use, which to each their own.
If you're one of my subscribers, Dream has called you a slur. So deal with that how you want.
Then there's backlash for Dream's tweet. People called out that he had virtue signaled in the past, saying that he didn't support the use of the R word because people find it offensive in content. Creators should probably phase it out of their vocabularies, and then he does the same thing. If a Dream's public persona, I don't find it support using the word R word. I feel enough people find it offensive that if you're a content creator, you should phase it out of your vocabulary, okay? Perfectly valid thought, and then you just like hypocritically saying that or whatever. I don't know. People can change usually, but usually people get more virtuous over time, and they don't get more edgy. Usually you start off edgy, and then you get less edgy, but I don't know, maybe being canceled a lot makes you more edgy? I don't know. Then Dream went on Reddit and started talking about the double standards of using the word, even if you're neurodivergent.
I quit in January of 2019.
So what was your plan? Like that's all great and dandy. Like anybody can be like, oh, well, I'm gonna go do this. What was your plan and why did it work?
Some of it I don't want to talk about because I still do it to this day and it's strategy based. But generally it's like descriptions and titles and thumbnails and how videos actually work, intros, like all those things matter. It's like it's the little things.
Are you autistic?
I think I'm on the spectrum.
He's confused about the rules of the word. I don't think there are any rules of words. I don't think there's any kind of like court of people, 3 or 4, the Cato Institute gets together and they're like, all right, you can say it, but you can't say it. You can't call him that, but you can call him that because he's, there's not like it's all nonsense. It's all just made up. We're just making stuff up. So then he talks about how Tommy lies about him constantly and continues to be a mopey little guy who can't win and that nobody likes in spite of him having 32 million subscribers and getting multiple millions of views on every single video. He, whatever. Back to coding. What does that mean? Let me do it. Let me do a coding bit. It's not real. It didn't actually take me that long to type that, and also this is not a member in my script. So, anyways, so then Dream deleted that Reddit post too because it just stirred more criticism. And then at 11:14 p.m. on January 11th, just a couple days ago, he tweeted that he was going live to talk about all of it, and the live stream was 3 hours long. Oh god, it was a snooze fest, dude. This whole drama stuff, I'm trying really hard to like provide me, you know, good. If you care about it, I'm gonna be the guy who's gonna like give you good, hopefully up-to-date information. But like also, not really, you know. He says he's done the song and dance before. He's tried to resolve his differences with these people in the past. I don't know. He took to the beef publicly, like all these people, none of this is real. It's YouTube shit. It's just everyone is so wrong. And like, not really though. Everyone's also right, though. To be real, which is. Whose side are you on? Comment down below. What is this? How'd he do this? It's like a house? It's cool. Then Tommy uploaded a video responding to Dream's tweet and live stream yesterday, and he shames Dream for the use of the R slur.
Talk about you calling all my fans the R slur. You can't throw around the R slur, mate. You just can't.
He says the use of the word impacts him precisely because of his mom's work with disabled adults. And he says how not using the word would help her, and he considers those adults family. So he has like a personal example, which is really difficult to argue with.
My mum worked with adults with disabilities, and since I was 12, I volunteered with her. These are real, amazing people who I think of like family, who actually get called this slur. And you do not just throw it around. It's impossibly immature and reckless and sets such a shitty precedent to everyone. Shame on you, man.
Tommy also then compares their groups of friends now, saying that while his friends are stupid, they have good hearts, and Dream's friends, on the other hand, are sexist, which I'm not really sure.
In your stream you did, you slagged off a lot of my pals. Come on, mate. I mean, my friends are all idiots, but they have bloody good hearts. However, with your group, I cannot believe how the George stuff from a year ago went down. I cannot believe the response to it online. It's disgusting. It's sexist, man. And you and your friends' references and the way you talk about women behind the scenes has been so sexist too. Shame on you guys.
God, there's not enough context. It's not an hour long, so I can't understand it. Where am I at to explain this? Dude, he should have got me to explain this shit. What the fuck? Apparently they're sexist. I really don't know anything. I don't know whose Dream's group. Is that George Found or what's that guy? I forget. And Wilbur Soot. Didn't they all get canceled or something? I don't know. Tommy then talks about the relationship that he had with Dream in the past and said that Dream was awful to him and took advantage of him and manipulated him because Dream had given him YouTube advice and he hung that over his head, even though a lot of the success of the Dream SMP happened due to Tommy's contributions.
Dream. 4 years ago, you were awful to me. When I was 16, you gave me YouTube advice and you held that over my head for years. You didn't treat me like an equal, and you made me feel small. The Dream SMP, a lot of your success just wouldn't have happened without me, streaming every single night on the server and caring about everything as much as I did. And you made me feel small about that. And I was a kid. Shame on you, man. And you knew what you were doing, because I've watched you do it to other people too. And if you didn't, and that was just an accident, then hell, man.
Which I can't really comment on that. I don't know anything about the Dream SMP or smelly motive poop. I feel weird right now. I feel like I'm having a stroke. He compares the career strides he's taking to Dream's, saying that he's left the internet in the past because of people like Dream, and that led into his shift into stand-up comedy, his book, and his new podcast with Jack.
I'm gonna talk about my brilliant podcast because I'm really proud of it. Or the book I spent months writing. Or comedy. I mean, mate, I've ditched the internet for a year to do the rounds in tiny pubs, to do the stand-up comedy circuit the legitimate way, because of people like you. People who have ruined this space.
And then he then brings up Dream selling his baby photos as a comparison, which is really weird.
I'm not just selling USB baby photos or lazily designed merchandise, all right? I'm doing the best with what I have. I'm nearly the age you were when you met me. And if I acted the way you did to a 16-year-old who looks up to you, I'd be so ashamed of myself, man.
Yeah, mate. Speaking of the best with what you have, go to sour.gg and buy candy. I actually have a candy company that I and my best friends, the chief operator, the guy making the candy, I've known since I was born. Basically, my mom babysat both of us. He's 3 years older than me. He's an incredible guy, Forrest. We make it ourselves. I am the only YouTuber who does that in the candy world. I know factually. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Small batches. We release new flavors all the time. There is some up on the site, and now shipping should get better. We don't have control over it anymore. We're not doing it in-house. It's 3PL, but it should continue to improve, and eventually we'll have stuff around the world as well available for you fellas. So just give us your email, and we'll email you every Friday at 3 Central Standard for a new flavor drop. All right, mother. So yeah, I have a candy brand. It's pretty good. It's delicious. I'm extremely proud of it. I love it. And, you know, natural dyes, natural flavors, flavors from natural sources is the proper terminology. We care about it. I don't really know what else to say. Like, it's awesome and it's money. It hasn't made a dime. It's actually lost some millions of dollars up until this point. But hopefully this year, we'll be able to turn it into a real successful business outside of just something that I'm working really hard on, something that I'm using to, you know, give the people that I love jobs and be able to work with them. I think that's really incredible. So anyways, go to sour.gg, tell your friends, buy some. Appreciate you guys. I'm kind of like the Tommyinnit of candy. Hopefully that doesn't age poorly. I didn't want to say I was the dream of candy, because that probably would be misconstrued. One thing I'm surprised he doesn't bring up is Dream's music, because it's really cringe.
I can't breathe when you're not there. Wait, your turn. Wait. 3, 2, 1.
I can't breathe when you're not there.
You're not there. You're not there. I can't sleep. It's a nightmare. 3, 2, 1.
I can't sleep. It's a nightmare.
A nightmare. A nightmare. This is a tough one. I can't breathe when you're not there.
I can't breathe when you're not there.
You're not there. You're not there. My head goes numb and my heart beats fast when it feels like that. There you go. All right, so we'll make the hook one more time.
But like Tommy's stand-up is cringe though. Like, let's be real. It's not for me. It's like me talking shit about Mr. Beast games, dude.
Doing comedy with my best friends. You're all my best friends. You and 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 you're all my best friends. Mention you and 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 you.
It's cringe. It's not for me. I'm a 30-year-old guy. I'm not. I'm 28. But I'll be 30. I spend my time doing things I think are productive because I love them and I like working with people who I like. That's what I spend my. I barely watch nonsense stand up anyways. I'm not gonna watch this. I'm not gonna listen to Dream's music. All right, I'm not a little girl. I'm not a teenage girl. Okay.
So high like I'm on Everest.
Jesus, dude. Who are these audiences? My God. I'm just grateful to have an audience of 43-year-old men. That's what I've got down below. Check them. What up, 43-year-old men? Ha ha ha. Comment down below. What up, pimps? What do you guys think of Tommyinnit's stand-up? It's so bad though.
It's my invisible girlfriend. So now, please, a kiss.
I love you, Tom.
I love you too, baby. Jealous? Baby? Baby? Baby?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, baby. Baby, what's your favorite thing about dating me, would you say, huh?
Probably how handsome and sweaty you are.
Okay, thank you.
Always so sweaty.
Okay,
I love your sweat.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. It's very nice.
It really is so bad. Massive props to him for getting up there and doing it and writing and improving and stuff. Like, you're not going to be good. YouTube's not good. Dude, comedians aren't good for like 10 years. They suck until they grind it out. So massive props. Still cringe. Things can be good and cringe simultaneously. And like a siren's call, many of the former Dream SMP members came out of their caves to weigh in on the situation and detail their experience with Dream and the server. Tubbo was the most vocal. You know Tubbo? You've watched Tubbo? Any Tubbo content, fellas?
Hello. It is 2025, people. We made it, and I'm still around.
Oh, you like Asmongold because you're 43? Oh. Weird. Tubbo was the most vocal, talking about how Dream calling all of Tommy's community the R word actually goes against Dream's own community, not only because both of their respective fan bases are the same, but also because Dream had built a progressive community that would be staunchly against any use of the word. He contributed to that, and now he's like, don't do that, but do that. It makes sense to me in my head, but when I say it out loud, it's like, doesn't really make that much sense.
Because also, like, it's not just like a dunk on Tom's community. He's also dunking on his own community here, which is crazy. Like, the Dream SMP stands were his community. And he's basically gone to all of these people that when they were younger, enjoyed watching his content, they're being like, oh my god, you either grow up and like don't watch me anymore, or you're the arsler. I'm like, that's crazy.
Seems like Dream started swinging at everybody and anything, classic YouTube style. Same with Tommy, same, not really with Mizkif. Honestly, he's the chill one in this, which is awesome. Go USA. Oh, Dream's from Florida, I think. Bunch of enraged chimps with hands full of shit. Even held a stream to discuss the situation, but not much was said because Dream was lurking during the stream and listening to what was being said. It's so weird. Quackity, another content creator who actually used to watch pre-Minecraft. I don't remember what he used to do. Was it VR chat or oh, I just hit myself in the nut, dude. Ow. Youch. That's gonna hurt later. Wow, it hurts. I feel sick to my stomach. Quackity used to do hacking. Was it Roblox or what game? Is it Club Penguin maybe? What did Quackity used to do like years upon years ago, pre-Minecraft? Well, pre him playing Minecraft. Minecraft still existed. But Quackity, though, is not friends with Dream after the drama that went down back in 2023. He didn't bother to comment on the matter and instead started up a short-term stream to use the attention to promote his new merch line, which is really smart. High level.
There was this other thing, but I forgot. I'm pretty sure I'll remember later. If I remember, I'll let you guys know. But thank you guys so much. This is going to be a short stream. I just want to let you guys know about this announcement and the other thing, but I don't remember what it was. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I'll see you guys.
He's also multilingual and a pretty cool guy. He seems like a really cool guy. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something though. I just don't. I'm not a great judge of character, to be honest. But all these people, they seem so nice. And then I like, learn more about them. And I don't just know if it's the negative view lens that the internet provides with people. That's why I try to be like, all sides in my videos, is because I just feel like it's unfair to manipulate all of you guys into feeling a way about something just because I feel that way specifically. But in reality, I know I don't feel that way. And I could feel that way for more entertainment, potentially, and more engagement. But I just don't, I just don't really care, There's been many Dream 9/11s up until this point. I don't really know. This comes off the tail of him actually praising my Mr. Beast interview on Twitter, which he did that. And I'm appreciative of the kind things he said about it. But at the same time, it's like, I definitely didn't do that good of a job. So I get it. And also now this, dude, this just makes everybody look bad. It's cringe. It's cringe across the board, makes everybody look bad, and I really hope that, we all can come out of this and be friends. Maybe be friends. I'll play a song for you real quick. This song's called Tommy, Dream, Mizkif, and other YouTuber content creators and people across the world. Why can't we all just get along? Anyways, thanks for watching, y'all.